Hey, what's up, dudes? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another Dead by Daylight video. Today I have something interesting to talk about. Very interesting. Keep in mind this is all speculative. We have no confirmation of this or whatsoever. I'd say if this is the case, we'll know on Monday when part 2 of the patch notes come. But there was an interesting picture dropped for Dead by Daylight yesterday around 12 p.m. my time that everybody kind of looked over because it was dropped literally right before the teaser trailer actually released. And it could be telling us there's a map rework coming for a map that really needs it. But before we can jump into it, I would like to ask you guys, if you are updated, informed, or entertained, please consider hitting that like button. It means the world to me, and it really does help out the video with visibility. And also, if you want more Dead by Daylight content like this, please make sure to subscribe to the channel. We're getting so close to 20k, man. I'm so excited. Thank you all so much for all the love and support. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But with that being said, let's go ahead and jump into this one. So, let's go ahead and break it down. What is this? Okay, so Dead by Daylight posted this picture yesterday. At first glance, and I think this was the problem yesterday because I didn't start hearing about this until later in the day, like hours later, this map does not look familiar. And my first instinct at first glance, as I said, I went to Father's Campbell Chapel for some reason. It looks like that map slightly enough to make me think, oh, well, there's nothing here, let's move along. But more and more people keep pointing out that this doesn't look like Father Campbell's Chapel. The lighting is different, the structure is different, the shadow that's being cast, it doesn't really look like anything in the game right now. This really doesn't look like any map that we currently have in game as far as I can tell. Like I said, I looked at many different pictures of the new Father Campbell's Chapel after the rework for that map, and this is different. This is not Father Campbell's Chapel, this is not Haddonfield. Now, of course, there's not a lot here to 100% back up this theory, besides the fact that I don't think Dead by Daylight, or at least from my knowledge of the past 5 years, they have not changed maps around for different events, like different seasons in the year. So I don't think they're going to be adding a bunch of leaves for fall on a different map, like maybe a part of Father Campbell's Chapel. Now, nobody's went super science person on the shadow of the structure here yet. Nobody has really came up with a conclusive theory on what that shadow could be, what structure that could be casting a shadow from. But from the lighting and everything else, it really doesn't look like anything that we know in game. It could be a very awkward part of Father Campbell's Chapel. I'm not saying that it's not 100% that, but from everything that we can see here and by map knowledge of actually playing these maps in game, it doesn't really look familiar. Even the shadow being cast with that type of lighting, it looks completely different. Now, I can't take credit for this theory, but I was looking through the comments on this post, and one of the ones that stuck out to me was actually an at to Polly, but I felt like I mentioned it in this video because, in my opinion, it's actually a great theory. This person said, could it be that this shows a reworked swamp map? It doesn't seem to represent any of the current maps looking at the lighting and foliage. It would also fit with the idea of the new survivor being an alternate version of the hag since it's her map. Now, this actually brings multiple questions to the front. Is this an alternate map of the swamp? Are they keeping the swamp how it is and bringing an alternate reality version of the swamp for the human hag if they did something like that? Why are they teasing a witch if this is the human version of the hag? What does this mean for other killers who could be possible survivors in the game? There's so many different questions that this brings to the front that we might actually know very soon. They did say in the tease yesterday at 3 a.m. I don't know if they were talking about tomorrow as in when the teaser trailer came out or tomorrow as in today, but they did say make sure you're here tomorrow or you better be here tomorrow or something like that. So, I mean, they could completely reveal the survivor today, as we are getting the PTB in like 3 days and the new patch notes on the 27th, so who knows. But anyways, I'm all for this. I think this is a great idea. Even if it's not the hag and it's just a swamp map rework, I've thought the swamp maps were terrible for a long time, so I will be happy, very happy to see a swamp map rework. And man, if BHVR ain't pumping out things that we want right now. This new patch for the mid chapter is incredible. If we get a map rework with it for a map that I've and a lot of other people have hated for a very long time, man, that's gonna be one incredible patch. But anyways, dudes, I want you guys to let me know what you think about this in the comments down below. There could possibly be another teaser today, as I said, so you guys might hear from me again here in a little bit. But until then, that's gonna do it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Student. I've been your host. I'll see you dudes next time. Peace out.